Sai Ram. In today's video, I will narrate two more Leelas of Baba, taken from the book Ambrosia in Shirdi, Part 1. Leela number 1. When Brahmadev has created this universe, if we do not appreciate it, his ingenuity and skill will be in vain. He who has no evil thought in his mind, why should he fear anyone? Eyes do their work of seeing. Then why be embarrassed? Said Baba to Nana Sahib Chandorkar in Sri Sai Satcharitra chapter 49. When the beauty of a Muslim lady who came for Baba's darshan charmed Chandorkar. I lost my eyesight. I do not mourn its loss, as it keeps me from seeing undesirable things. Yet I yearn to see the Sagun Roop of my Lord. You, therefore, grant me sight till I am satiated at beholding your form. Then you may withdraw the sight again. Prayed a devotee to Baba. Baba at once restored his sight. He looked at Baba with love and devotion for a long, long time. When he was filled with joy and completely satisfied, he lost his eyesight again. Thus Baba fulfilled his wish. Om Sai Ram. Leela number 2. In Dadar, Bombay lived Vitthal Yashwant Deshpande with his parents and grandfather. A tragedy brought him to Baba. His grandfather suddenly fell sick and gradually lost his sight. All sorts of remedies, treatments, doctors and vets were tried, but he became totally blind. Vittal was very fond of his grandfather and he helped him move around the house. There lived in Bandra a Satpurush named Govindarao Mankar. He was a devotee of Baba and advised the grandfather to go to Shirdi and seek Baba's blessings for a cure. The grandfather was impressed by the Satpurush and was determined to go to Shirdi. He requested his son to take him to Shirdi, but for some reason the trip was postponed. In 1916, Vittal was just 12 years old. As his uncle was busy, it was decided that Vittal would take his grandfather to Shirdi. Before leaving, his parents repeatedly told Vittal to behave properly and take care of his grandfather. They reached Shirdi and went to the Dwarika Mai. They took darshan and prostrated before Baba. Baba said, "Give me ₹6 as dakshina." Vitthal thrust his hand into his pocket and found that he had ₹10 and ₹5 note. He gave Baba the 10 rupee note, which he did not accept. Nor would he accept the ₹5 note, nor would he give him the change. Vitthal tried again, but Baba stubbornly said, "Give me ₹6 as dakshina." So Vitthal brought his grandfather to the Sabha Mandap below and seated him in a corner next to the wall. He went out to get the change, but try as he may, no one gave him the change. Frustrated and wondering how his grandfather was, he started crying. Suddenly a well-built man stood before him. He had a clean dhotar, a pagdi, puna shoes and chandan on his forehead. Gently he asked, "Child, why are you crying?" Vittal told him how stubborn Baba was and his inability to get a change. Quietly he gave him the change. Vittal ran to Dwarika Mai and placed ₹6 at Baba's feet. Then Baba said, "डरो मत बेटा, अल्लाह मालिक अच्छा करेगा, अब तुम्हारा काम हो गया." That is, "Do not fear my child, Allah Malik will do good. Now your work is successful." Vitthal was astonished, but rather confused. He had not told Baba why he had come, nor had Baba asked him. He just stood there staring at Baba. Baba repeated the same words again. Still confused, he went to the corner where he had seated his grandfather. But he was not there. He searched the Sabha Mandap but couldn't find him. Fearing that he may have walked out, he ran out of the Dwarika Mai, but there was no trace of his grandfather. Again, he ran around the village calling his grandfather, but he couldn't find him. Dejected and afraid, he started crying bitterly, wondering if his grandfather had fallen or hurt himself. Lo, the same man stood before him. "Why are you crying now?" he asked gently, patting Vittal on his back. Though sobs, Vittal told him what had happened. "Your grandfather is seated on the steps of Sathewada," he said, pointing in that direction. Vittal ran and found his grandfather happily seated on the steps eating sugarcane. Angrily he said, "Why did you leave the place I seated you at? Suppose you fell and hurt yourself, how did you reach here?" The grandfather told him that as soon as he went to the change, his sight started returning. "By the time you came back, I could see clearly, so I came to the Vada." Vittal was relieved to hear this. He also understood why Baba asked the ₹6 only. The Dakshina of ₹6 could possibly mean giving unto Baba the 6 internal enemies, that is, lust, anger, greed, pride, delusion, and envy, that thrive through the 5 senses: sight, hearing, speech, smell, and taste, especially sight, is explained according to Sri Sai Satcharit, chapter 16, Shad Ripus. On the way home, he lost his cap and was afraid to tell his grandfather about it. Finally, they reached Dadar. His parents were awaiting their arrival. When he turned around, his grandfather was missing. He collected all their bags and walked slowly towards his parents. They eagerly questioned him about the trip. He mumbled something. Just then his grandfather arrived with a new cap. He was then filled with immense joy as he finally got proof that his grandfather could really see. But who was the mysterious gentleman, and how did he know who my grandfather was? Vittal wondered. Here it brings us to the end of today's video. May Sai bless all of us. Om Sai Ram, and a very happy Janmashtami to all of you. May Baba Sai, may Krishna Sai bless all of us. Om Sai Ram.